G'day guys, back with some more Scrabble games after the long weekend that we had here. I had the state championship on the Sunday and the Monday, and I won it for the 14th time. So I guess the ramshackle amount of practice that I did on here, and plus the very small amount of study that I did prior to that actually helped. I'm keen to keep going in this. So let's get straight into it. There's heaps of games left over because I haven't been playing so much. So just before this game, we ended another game against Stephen. I think I ended up winning by about 140. This one, he's just played, the most common word in Scrabble, at least in CSW 1921, and that's QI. So our goal, what we're looking for here, is seeing if there's a bonus, something ending maybe with an ING. There's not. So the moves I'm kind of considering are, can I just use this, play something like this, leaving myself with an RN. What I'd rather do is play something like, and I'm going to get tested if this is actually correct or not. Rang, good. That was good. It scores more points, scores a significantly number of better points. That's not good English, is it? Significantly more points than just the luring that I put through. Now you might be tempted to hold on to your G and your N here. At the start of the game like this, it's not clear cut. It's not like a clear cut winning strategy, and what you'll find is very few top players, if any, would hold on to this. I would say other options that we've got available, maybe Lawn. Now, what I don't like about, and we could play it here as well, and this isn't too bad. I mean, the one weakness here, if you did want to keep your RNG, now the weakness here is, well, with Lawn, you're opening up this really obvious hotspot. We don't want to make it easy for our opponents to play. And we're leaving too many consonants on the rack, especially at the beginning of the game. There's more variance that happens in those spots. It's less predictable what's going to come out, so that it's more likely that 7 vowels hit our rack. Sorry, seven consonants end up on our rack, because we only have to pick 4, because there are 42 vowels, 56 consonants, and 2 blanks, and so it's much more likely for these consonants to come out at the beginning, because we haven't balanced the rack's not balanced yet, the game's not properly balanced. So I would rather try and get rid of as many as possible, just go for it. Rang in this case is great because it scores the most, and it's really hard to argue with as a option, as opposed to playing Lawn there. We get rid of one of our consonants. Now you might not be confident with the L and an N. That would then maybe change what you're going to leave on your rack. You might prefer to go with the Lawn play, but in this case we're maximizing the number of hits that we're going to get for blanks, that we're going to get for S's, that we're going to get for a premium tile. There's more to it than just getting a bonus out of this rack. Nip that one. I'll turn that down a bit. Okay, that wasn't too terrible. It wasn't good. Going on to the next game, I think we can have a brawly there, can't we? So we're going to be looking for something with our Y. Now, prior to this, I think I just fished for a bonus by playing an RA. Okay, so I had the idea that, look, I've got good tiles. I think I left, let's see, Kana or something like that on my rack. Well, I mean, we're going to win. Let's, depending, because this is a friendly game, are we going to spend too long working out the best move? Maybe not as clear. It doesn't mean that we can't give it the best shot. Now, I mean, there's things like, let's just go for some of the options. Year, 48, not bad. So when we're looking at this, we don't just go 48. We say proper practice is 48 minus twice what's on my rack. That's the actual score. Because if my opponent goes out next turn, that's, you know, that's what the sum total of that move is. The difference for that is, now I'm going to check the tiles, what's left. The difference for that is, yeah, PLGH. Now I knew that. Sorry, I'll finish the point. The difference in that is if you're playing, if you're expecting your opponent to go out, you've got to consider the tiles minus from your rack as well as the actual play. So in that case, year may not be the best tile because it's leaving the sea. You might think of something like over here where you can play koi. Now I already know that this isn't going to score as highly. What my play is absolutely dependent what's in the bag. When you're playing a tournament, it's a little bit more difficult because you've got to do your own tracking, but here it's all done for us. So I'm looking at this rack and going, I wonder if there's something, if there's a bonus I can play. No, I'm going to be going out anyway in 2 moves. That's going to be my goal. So I'm just going to have a look at some other options. Cyano, not bad. So this would be a better option than the year because it was 48 minus 10. Cyano is 46 minus 4, so it's 42. So it does better by 4. Certainly if we knew our opponent could go out next turn, much better play. Where am I going to play the RE? I'll play the RE here. In the other ones, I could play Con Nod up here. However, I guarantee you my opponent's going to play her H probably there. She'll just play that. That's, you know, hands down the best play for her. So I'm happy to just commit for this situation. I'm happy to commit Cyano. Maybe there was a better play. If you can see a better play, let us know. Getting the Y on the C on that double letter score looked promising. Okay. What did we play in the last? I think I played Re-Wet, keeping a Q, and I did pick the U. So good. All right. Let's have a look at this. Don't think there's any bonuses. So we first look for bonuses. Now I'm just looking to get rid of this Q. Very tempted just to play something up here. I was almost thought we might be at a bit of a quandary as to whether we want to play the Q here, but I don't think we can, because we can't play OT. We could play quant as a word, but you can't play OT. Going through this E looks also very promising. I think my initial idea was to play like it was either I was looking at this to block this spot actually. So either play Queena or Quay. The way my opponent's been playing, it looks very likely he's got bonus material. He's just opened up a very obvious S spot, so he's not afraid to open it. I just want to get that shut down. Now this could backfire here because IST is playable, so it's not exactly a block. But what we're doing in this case is we're doing the best we can with what we've got. I think it's better than playing the QUAY there, much better, because we're keeping a vowel on our rack. This is a very good leave for us, whereas just leaving like C and T there would mean we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 32, and it scores less. I think that's 35. So I'm happy to commit that one. Okay, and we got a very lucky pick, ZX, etc. Oh boy, my opponent got extremely lucky again. That's very annoying. So I was struggling with a rack on this. I think I had like DUT when I played this, and it's like not many options, and he just has the perfect letters again. So, you know, let's get over it. So I'd like to play Vetura. I can't. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I'm almost thinking I might need to change. So immediately we're looking for something like here, you know, Verd maybe. Leaving this is bloody horrible. We don't want to do that. We can't play through there. And, I mean, well, is it worth us doing that? There's so few. We're not going to catch up. We're not going to catch up if we play this. If it was a different case and we're 100 points ahead and this closes the board, yeah, sure. But it doesn't. So I think we'll keep an RT. There's heaps of vowels in the bag, so I'm going to change tile swap. Don't want the V. We don't want the U. There's how many T's? Yeah. So we're going to keep TR. Yeah, okay. That looks alright. Let's see what happens, what our opponent plays. Alright, in cave. What's he doing? I think my opponent's just blocking up the board. He's doing the smart thing. So I think I opened this spot here, hoping I'm getting an O or something, score more of it. And he's bugger. By the way, if you hadn't seen it in previous games, there was footed on the board and he extended it to HOT, which is a pretty amazing play. Kind of looking at this spot. It's really the obvious one. There's not much else on the board. A VO something would go here. I don't have a V. Beeping. Something. I mean, it's tough to get rid of. Can I... so basically, ideally what we're going to do is play something that looks like this. B something something P, or P something something B. I can't play those ones, so what's my next best option? So I now have to consider what else is on the board. There's an interesting spots over here, like you've got this E. I might just want to get rid of the B. How do I do that? Because, yeah, I'm just going to have to let it rip and just try and catch up somehow, because he's 100 points ahead. So what I'm going to do is just play Bing over here. Can't play Binge. There's nowhere else to play that. This is a catch-up move. We're hoping he's not... I mean, if he's getting rid of tiles like this, it probably means he has something like EN. Because if you think of all the combinations that he would have of letters where that's the best move. Weird play as well, putting it right in front. Maybe it was a... Maybe he's happy to sacrifice that, but maybe he's got... Maybe he was setting up the queue with an assurity that I was going to play a bonus. And in that case, that's a very good, very sneaky play. But fortunately or unfortunately for him, I had nothing. Can I play... So lots of N's, so this is going to make it a lot harder. Oh, I'm being crushed. Yeah. Wrong gang. So there's a word here, if there was another G. It's R-O-N-G... G-E-N-G. So it's a 8-letter word. It just reminds me of it because it has lots of doubles in it. Uses all the G's in the bag. Another ing looking word. And almost engender. Something like Gren. I mean, let's have a look at the number of tiles before we do too much thinking. 7 left. Ugh. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So many E's. I've got all the N's. Last R. I mean, we can't win this game. So I think part of my plan was if I was able to bonus this turn, pick some nice tiles, bonus again. That was how I was going to win it. Didn't happen. Griff. Can't play here. It's annoying. I'm almost tempted just to play GN. Now, there's lots of E's in the bag, so I can safely just like get rid of the vowel. Leave that there. Look, he's going to have it. I think that's best. Actually, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's be annoying. Unfortunately, I can't get rid of that last N, but what I am guaranteed is that there's no doubles. There's no way I can win this game unless I like get a triple and somehow catch him with the rest of his, you know, tiles. That's pretty much it. Now he won't be able to. So the plan is here. He's not going to be able to capitalize on the score here. So if we're playing a tournament, the margin would matter. He's not going to be able to capitalize on this spot. So and he's going to have to just like sacrifice points by playing in here because he's got to block my potential triples. Also, it could be that he has no vowels. It could be trapped. But yeah, very unlikely we would win that one. Let's go to the next one. N would be an innovate. Immediately looking for bonuses. I'm trying to think. I don't think this makes a 7. She's blocked the G. Oh god, that's annoying. Yeah, that's not even a word, so it's not even an option. This is the correct thing to do, by the way. And your opponent, obviously, I think I played AUE. Opponent's obviously threatening a bonus next turn. The key thing is to block off a bonus line. Nope, I cannot see a bonus through here. So the next best thing is to open yet another line somewhere. I'm tempted to do this. Okay, what's going to be best for us? Oh, well, I have to play over. Now, let's just take a step back. Just have a look at the board and just see if we can score anything else. There's these nice hooks over here. Hook opportunities here. What I'm looking for is, are there better plays than this over? I can't see them. The only thing I could do there is look up whether it's a word or not. Almost 4 tail. Wow. My opponents are just crushing me with like amazing plays in this round. Refugee. Is it refugee? I don't know if like you've got refugia, but you'd want the E to go on there, which it doesn't. This is more like for tail, so FAUE. I'm trying to spell it. It's an 8-letter word, so it must be FAUE. Must be like that. I think. Or is it that? No, it's not that. I think it's FAUETEIL is the word I'm thinking of. Almost like refugee here. Wondering if there's a word there. That looks almost like aurified, something like that. Oh, is there anything over here with the IM? So anytime I've got IU and an M nearby, that's immediately going down. That's surprisingly easier to find because then I've only got like four or five tiles to have to play with to find a word. So it's always nice to have like a suffix like that. Probably ALF. I don't like leaving all those vowels. How far? Okay, I'm 46 ahead. So my opponent is a bonus behind. Tolbag, lots. Okay, no E's. Okay, so we'll be holding on to one of those E's. Lots of A's, lots of I's. Oh, hang on a sec. Wow. So out of 18 tiles remaining in the bag, remembering that my opponent's got 7 tiles on her rack, so it's out of 25. There's only A's and I's left. Was there a Q? Is there a Q out? No, the Q's been used because I can see the Q there. Okay, so I think playing Alf there is not bad because there's so many consonants in the bag. I'm almost tempted to hold on to the U even and play something like F, just because there's so few other tiles. But I want that, so I don't think, look, it's going to be a cold day in hell if my opponent actually manages the bonus there, I think. And I want to take the spot. I'm going to just double check what heavy tiles are in the bag. Z. J. Okay. Now the reason I had to ask that question was one, primarily, well, R, Z could go here. We don't like this. It was kind of, if I play Alf here, for example, which was my initial thought, are they going to be able to get something here, like AJI? Like, they can play AJI. They're going to play Raj anyway, but the danger was, can they play like a 6-letter word from here to here and get like 90 points? That's what I was avoiding. I think Alf is fine. Do you know what? Yeah, Alf is fine. So the reason what I'm playing Alf for is because I want to pick a bunch of consonants that I can use in my next hand. That's what I'm aiming for. And if I pick vowels, it's actually not that bad because then I have got them all. Okay, that wasn't too bad of a pick, except I'm not going to be able to play anything. That's fine. The V is like the worst consonant we could have picked. Right, I'm 70 points ahead. It's an open game. There's only about 30 tiles played. What am I playing here? Okay. I think that takes an S. No? Okay. I'll just keep quiet then. So, I'm looking currently now if there's a word through this RIC. I can't see anything. Other words that I know of, something like this. Not quite. I'll have to find hyperbaric another day. Sodium. So you see, oh, the IUM rears its head again. So you can see, if I went completely mental, I could play sodium. I almost hit submit then as well. Aedoi, oidia, this is probably my play. So these are two. So the words we're thinking of is this one, AIDOI, and it has an anagram, OIDIA. And these are great to get rid of your horrible rack of lots of vowels. That's not coming. We can't have an Uma-Thurman. Ideally, so the ideal result here is I get rid of 3 vowels and don't get rid of a consonant. So AIO. I might have to play here actually. I'm wondering. Ugh, don't like it. You know what's better is playing something like this. The reason we want to play this is it just balances our rack. 21 though. It's only 21. Something like here. Now we've got ideal, Eliad, and there's one more, ailed. And so, yeah, they're not going down. Some interesting things happening over here, where I could. This is my ideal play, right? There, if I play 3 tiles, three of my vowels, preferably an I, and make 3 other words. So I just need can I play doily? Yeah, I can. Should I do it? I reckon I should do it. That's crazy. I'm gonna do it. S has got limited usage on this board at the moment. My opponent's also just played one. Probably means he does have one. And just picked another one. So that wasn't too bad. That worked good. We'd hope to get like the Z on this spot, score massively. It's not going to happen this turn. But I feel that was an interesting result. Maybe there was a better play I could have done here. Let us know. Yeah, so that's it for tonight. And I will see you next time.